Hi everyone, welcome to Behind the Scenes at the Gordon. My name's Susie Kelly and I'm the Acting Organisational Development Manager here at the Gordon. And I'd like to introduce you to our Wellness Wednesday. Wellness Wednesday is a short, punchy email that we send out every Wednesday with key awareness, tips for life and wellness. Over the time that COVID has been with us, we've noticed a huge response back to the emails that we send, particularly when in late March we were all reacting differently to COVID. People decided to perhaps engage more with our emails and we were getting lots of feedback from them. What that also enabled us to do was really focus in on what topics that people were gravitating to or reaching out for. And so we put a lot of effort into the content of those. That was understanding things like your psychological response, how to stay well during the time, staying connected, how to eat well, how to move your body, and try and stay engaged with the work that you're doing for the Gordon. So what we found is a lot of people were contacting us saying how wonderful they were, and we also had another strategy in place, which was a survey, and from that survey we got some topics around what people wanted to read about. So it's a great initiative, people have really engaged with it, and we're really proud of it. So just to talk about some of the topics that we looked at, one important one was showing and illustrating progress is better than perfection. Transitioning where you work, and we had a high proportion of our employees moving into the work from home, and lots of us had never done that before, and so we wanted to ensure that people were easy on themselves and really progressing with their work, not trying to do it perfectly, particularly when we knew that they were balancing perhaps a partner at home, teaching their kids, homeschooling their kids. So we knew that was a difficult time. So we wanted people to just be easy on themselves during this difficult time. We wanted to have a bit of fun with them as well. And so we also asked people to introduce us to who their interesting furry co-workers were. So we got people to send in photos of their workmates, their furry workmates, and we even had a group of beautiful chickens that were workmates as well. So it just brought the fun element into Wellness Wednesday. We also wanted to highlight the importance of work and home boundaries. We found a number of our staff were, as they were adjusting working from home, it was a bit of a challenge. They'd never had to done it before. And so we gave them some tips about setting up a routine for their work day, trying to stick to the hours, not being enticed to work longer hours, to remind themselves to move their body, because when you're working from home, and particularly with the technology that we're using, there's a lot of meetings and a lot of people are sitting for a long time. So we wanted to encourage them to move their body every hour, to leave the office. So we know a lot of our staff were actually doing their work on the kitchen table, but we wanted them to somehow bring a strategy, have some tools that they could shut the office, pack it away, or shut the bedroom door wherever they were working. And what was really important is that they acknowledged the work that they were doing. So we had some feedback that people were struggling, saying that they weren't achieving the same. But I think what you're achieving is very different when you're working from home. So we wanted people to really celebrate what they were actually getting done. And what was really great is we got lots of feedback back saying that teams were actually more connected. So that was something to really celebrate. Staying active at home was really important, as I said before. So it was about finding an activity that meant you were moving your body. So rather than focus on exercise, so going for runs and going to the gym, which we couldn't do, we wanted people to focus on going for a walk or housework or something at home, which meant that they were moving their body. And what we've now moved into, particularly with COVID, and we are seeing the easing of some restrictions, but we're also in a time of winter. And so what we also have found over the years that winter is a time where some people, from a psychological perspective, do tend to feel disconnected. They're not moving their bodies as much. They're not out and about socialising as much as they normally do during summer. However, we've all learnt different strategies now to stay connected, but what we want to do now as we head into winter is to encourage people to make really good choices and take that responsibility for their health and make good decisions, particularly around the food they're consuming, trying to avoid stimulants like alcohol and things like that. So we provide some advice on healthy eating, how to get outside and get that sunshine that's so important. So yeah, they're just a couple of the topics that we talk about in Wellness Wednesday. If you like this video, please give us the thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content from the Gordon, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. But most importantly, stay connected, stay safe, and stay well.